So, first, let us start with understanding what geography means. Geography is the study of physical features of Earth and atmosphere and of human activity. It is therefore very clear that it is divided into two main branches, that is, physical geography and human geography. Further knowing what is physical geography is also known as physiography, is the branch that deals with the processes and patterns in the natural environment such as atmosphere, hydrosphere, biosphere, and geosphere. Some of its sub-branches are geomorphology, hydrology, glaciology, climatology, meteorology, oceanography, etc. And human geography, also known as anthropography, is the branch of geography that is associated and deals with humans and their relationships with communities, cultures, economies, and interaction with environment by studying their relations with and across locations. It consists of a number of subdisciplinary fields that focus on different elements of human activity and organization, for example, cultural geography, social geography, language geography, urban geography, population geography, etc. Geography is subject to dualism. So, for your information, dualism is basically the division of subject into two branches governed by different philosophies and methodologies, and when this difference is contradictory and in conflict with each other, it is referred as dichotomy. Now, there are two views on geography. One is giving importance to physical side, and the other is giving importance to human side. That is how geography got divided into two branches. However, we must realize that nature and human are inseparable elements. So, the next topic is nature of human geography. Geography is dynamic in nature, and as Earth is dynamic with variations in its physical and socio-cultural environments. Human geography studies the interrelationship between the physical environment and socio-cultural environment created by human beings through mutual interaction with each other. To further add, the elements of the physical environment are landforms, soil, climate, water, natural vegetation, flora and fauna, etc. And on the other hand, the elements created by human beings are houses, villages, cities, roads, rail networks, sports, etc. So, this topic is very important. Naturalization of humans. During the early periods of human history, men and women were greatly influenced by their surrounding environment as they had low level of technology. Also, at that time, human social development was in earlier stages. So, humans were dictated by nature and its forces. Thus, humans were naturalized because they were afraid of nature and worshipped it. This is known as naturalization of humans. It is also termed as environmental determinism. We will study environmental determinism in detail later. So, the next topic is opposite to the previous topic, naturalization of human, is humanization of nature. Human beings were able to develop technology only after they developed better understanding of natural laws. For example, the understanding the concepts of friction and heat helped us discover fire. Similarly, understanding of secrets of DNA and genetics enabled us to conquer many diseases. We also use the laws of aerodynamics to develop faster planes. So, nature is extremely important to develop technology. And technology, on the other hand, loosens the shackles of environment on human beings. Over time, humans have developed better understanding of natural forces. They began to move from a state of necessity to the state of freedom and began to create new possibilities with the resources obtained from the environment. The imprints of human activities are now created everywhere. Slowly, nature is being humanized here. Or is it already? It is also termed as environmental possibilism. We will study environmental possibilism in detail later. So now we come to the topic environmental determinism and environmental possibilism. So let us begin by environmental determinism. It was first coined by Ellsworth Huntington. According to this theory, culture of any place is determined by physical forces. For example, areas that have extreme climate cannot sustain human life. Therefore, they govern the human life there. Now, coming to environmental possibilism, it was first coined by Vidal de la Blache. According to this theory, culture of any place is determined by social conditions. For example, humans are able to overcome any environmental problems now. Hope you understood the topic very well. So now let us study the another theory, neo-determinism. So neo-determinism is a third theory introduced by geographer Griffith Taylor. He named it as neo-determinism or stop-and-go determinism. In this, he proposes to choose a middle path between the two ideas of environmental determinism and environmental possibilism. According to this theory, possibilities can be created within the limits which do not damage the environment, and there should be accountability to it. Also, meaning that human beings can conquer nature by obeying it. So, let us now analyze the human geography through the corridors of time. The process of adaptation, adjustment, and modification of environments started with the appearance of human beings over the surface of the earth. Earlier, there was very limited interaction between different societies, and these knowledge about each other was also limited. Information could be gathered only through travelers and explorers. There was no well developed navigation. Voyages were fraught with dangers. Hence, they went to the places known to them and avoiding unexplored regions because of danger. So, the late 15th century witnessed the attempts of explorations, and slowly myths and mysteries started to open up. And this marked the early colonial period. And later colonial period experienced regional analysis. Elaborate description of all aspects of a region were undertaken. During 1930s through the interwar period, people started exploring different areas and identifying uniqueness of that region. During late 1950s to late 1960s, there were technological advancements, and due to that, spatial organization approach was upheld. And further in 1970s, emergence of humanistic, radical, and behavioral schools was observed. Human geography was made more relevant to the socio-political reality by emergence of those schools. And finally, during 1990s, postmodernism in the geography was witnessed. The importance of understanding each local content in its own right was emphasized. And further, I think it is very easy to understand and analyze fields and subfields of human geography. Thank you very much for watching this video, and hope all the topics are clear to you now. But if you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section below. Thank you very much.